Hello, America. I know a lot of. I'm finally starting to kind of receive the controversy that I think my videos are worthy of. I want to get people thinking. I don't want people to use foul language in their replies. I'll allow any reply, anywhere, anytime, any video. But the second you go lowbrow or blue on me, I'm going to get rid of it because this is just for average American people who want to try to keep it clean and not be all hateful. Because what I'm doing, it's not hateful. Don't misunderstand. But what I am trying to do is get the information that I need. So as long as people keep trying to bring the information to me, then I'll research what you state and do my best. And any and all corrections that need to be made, I'll be the first one to make them. I'm not going to be hard-headed about it. Freedom of speech is freedom of speech, even if I don't like what you have to say. It doesn't mean I'm going to deny you. Your Republican leaders would deny you, and simply because they don't like what you have to say. So let me point out first, the reason for this is they can't have any free thinking. We can't be having any of that now in America. The first people shot in communist Russia were the lawyers, the property holders who insisted. It's been no different down through time. People who thought free were slaughtered by the thousands down through history. I want to point out now that George Washington had a death sentence declared on him. If he was ever caught or captured, he was ordered to be immediately hung. As were Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Thomas Paine, all the signers of the Constitution. All men who thought free. Sorry. In Fallujah, when the fighting was going on, the local hospital in Baghdad had sentries posted, not U.S. soldiers, posted at the hospital to guard the hospital, and then turned around and captured the hospital and the doctors. I want to point out right now that I don't trust the United Nations. These people just want to take away your freedom. That's all they're really about. The freedoms that you enjoy. I know with the present course of action, we will become American refugees. It's a distinct possibility. The ones who didn't get it, the ones who got away just fast enough, could potentially become dissidents of our own country. Once we cross borders and try to hide from it, we're going to find out that it's already encompassed us. I want to take a moment now that I watched both oaths for the President of the United States, and I saw him swear. This man couldn't possibly be a Christian. I can't believe it. I can't. We all know about your past. It was a little racy. I think all of our pasts were a little racy. We were all young once, and then we get older, and I guess you just become political activists like me. Too young to deal with it right away and get to it before they're dead. I believed him. I wanted to back my president. I did because I've always been a loyal patriot. I believed in a lot of different presidents down through my lifetime, and I have to say I have sort of followed them blindly because I want to feel like sometimes world leaders have to make tough decisions, and no one can appreciate that as much as I do, especially when it comes to life and limb. But to look at me and say that I'm not a patriot because I'm utilizing the Constitution, the cornerstone of our country, to bring these videos to you, it's absolutely ludicrous. I mean, that's the one thing that's really gone wrong in America. I want to take a moment right now. Sorry, it's been a long day. I've been working a lot of dust all day. I want to take a moment right now and thank everyone who's been watching and listening. Again, I'm going to point out the lowbrow connotations. I can't have any of that around. I don't want to be led into a dark place by my government. my press, all the leaders in religion. They're sort of dividing things up, and I don't know what the Catholic Church is doing, reviving a mass that hates Jews. I don't know. I'm not Catholic, so any Catholics out there who want to speak up about the prayer, please throw in your 2 cents, even if it's just in comments, because we as Americans, I mean, apparently for the Jewish nation, them there are fighting words, and we need to know what the fight's all about. And I know it talks about killing Jews, which is sort of what they're all freaking out about. And I have no clue what the prayer says in it, honestly. So if there's a Catholic priest or a reverend out there that could come about with the rest of it, I'd be sure glad. Maybe your own personal thoughts on it. If you're an American and you also enjoy your neighbor, and maybe we need to get you to speak up here. That'd be great. I find it immensely disturbing and that they're terrifying America. We're led to believe we have an enemy, and every time they say we have an enemy, they say, oh, he's over there. Oh, wait a minute, that's not him. He's over there. So then we all run over there, and then, darn it, he's over there. And then they all run over there, and we're all looking for an enemy that we really, I just don't think exists. I mean, we can all say that, Hamas has said that they're going to destroy America, and they have no ability, and then, Al Jazeera says death, whatever. I want to bring up a true American hero, which unfortunately isn't being shown in America. Greg Palast enjoys his freedom of speech. He's only broadcast in France and England. He's actually affiliated with the BBC. Works out of New York City, and likes to do a lot of follow-up work. And he did a little bit of work on the real estate vultures buying up foreign powers and foreign property. Freedom of the press. I mean, freedom of the press is freedom of the press, and if you're not giving us the true news, then you're suppressing our news and you're breaking the rules of the Constitution. It's a two-way street here. We need to know what's going on, and we need to know now, because Americans have to make informed decisions concerning these things, and it has to be a two-way street. You guys have to let us know what's going on with this, because it's getting really, really frustrating that I can't get biting news. I have to pick up a tidbit here and a tidbit there, and it's never complete, and there's always something omitted, and it's becoming grueling to have to go around the globe to try to track down the last piece of information to find out what was really going on. I want to bring up Amendment 14. They shall deny you your constitutional rights once the money changers have decided your fate. Now that you hear this, know the possibility of this happening. And this comes all back to real estate buzzards who are buying up foreign debt on prospect and then turning around and forcing these countries to repay the full amount of the debt. So if your debt's forgiven in real life to you personally, just know someone else has the ability to buy that note to turn around and sue you for the balance of it. So don't ever make these arrangements in your own personal life, because you'll become a victim, just like a lot of people have. A few seconds left and a lot of paper left to read from, so I'm going to hurry. Let's see, where are we at? Yep, no. Okay. Buy a gun. Buy a good gun. Buy lots of bullets. If you have the ability to buy a gun. Buy 2 guns. Thomas Jefferson was quoted as saying once, teach your children how to use firearms. Teach them the Constitution. I think these are really important points. We've lost our way, America. This land is your land. This land is my land. This land was made for you and me. And yeah, I just ripped that off out of a song, but it's an American song, and they really are true words for this country. What happened to the U.S.? We used to be cool. We used to be really, really great people. Where'd we go? Please, America, stand up. The right to truly, we're letting it happen. Globalization is killing our middle class and sucking us in. I support my troops, but I don't support these third-party groups taking over in this country, rewriting lines of the Constitution, line and verse, changing things to line their own pockets, make themselves rich. Why is the enemy shooting at us? Because we invaded their land and we took over their property, and they're mad. they don't understand